They screaming peace when there ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah coming with a vision. Coming with a vision.
Y'all sisters now know that y'all the Israelites, right? Y'all the Israelites. What's your name again? Who? Misha. Jasmine. My name Officer David. Okay, so y'all know y'all Israelites, but it's 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, 12 tribes of Israel. What tribe y'all come from? Judah, right? So, give me Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Let me run y'all through something. This is a black book. This is a book about black people. What? The King James Version.
That's right.
Yeah. Give me Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2.
Bring it up.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2.
Bring it up.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
The tribe of Judah is in mourning, right? The tribe of Judah is in mourning. We in the hoods and slums in every city we go to. We at the bottom, right?
Good.
We the so-called African Americans here in America are what? The Israelites from where? Judah.
That's
Right? Read it again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
The Bible says the real Jews are black unto the ground. Now, the opposite just said the fake Jews that's in Israel are who? Ish. Jewish, meaning they not really, ish means not really, right? Or pertaining to, right? So, Jewish, they're not the real Jews. They are so-called Caucasians, right? The Edomites according to the Bible, okay? All right? Read it again.
Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
Now, the so-called Jewish people in Israel are called Edomites, according to the Bible. Your so-called friendly neighborhood white man today, there are so-called Edomites as well. I'm gonna show y'all today. I'm gonna show y'all right now. Okay? Give me that in Genesis chapter 25. Y'all heard about Isaac and Rebecca having Esau and Jacob in the Bible? Huh? You heard about Jacob? Let's just start at verse 21. Let me show y'all something real quick.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 21.
Bring it up.
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife.
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, Rebecca, read.
Because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebecca, his wife, conceived.
And Rebecca, his wife, conceived. She had children. Read.
And the children struggled together within her.
And the children struggled together within her. Read.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
She said to the Lord, why am I like this? What's going on in my womb? Right? Come on.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations of people are in thy womb.
Right.
2 nations. Keep that in mind, y'all. Read.
2 nations are in thy womb.
Right.
And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
That's right.
We never was meant to be together.
That's
The white man, the so-called white man, and the so-called black people were never meant to be together.
That's right.
You see that from the beginning. This is the book of Genesis we're talking about. All right? Read.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other. Who's strong? Black people. Black people are the stronger than the other nations.
That's right.
Right? We play sports better, we sing better, we look better, but our sisters like to change their hair. They like to perm their hair. Hold they give me Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31.
Bring it up.
Our people like to be like the other nations. Why? because we're here in captivity.
Wow.
We're here in captivity. We like to be other nations because we love sin. And the other nations don't bring nothing but sin to us to offer. We have to get the law, statutes, and commandments from this Bible, because this is our history book.
Bring it out.
Okay? This is our heritage. Okay? This is the mouth of God. And this teaches us how to live according to God.
That's right.
According to the black Messiah.
That's right.
Okay? Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 31.
Read it.
Envy thou, not the oppressor.
Who's the oppressor? Right. The demon, the devil, Satan. So-called white man, right?
That's right.
Read it again.
Envy thou, not the oppressor.
Envy thou not the oppressor. Oppressor. Read.
And choose none of his ways.
And choose none of his ways. Even the perm, even the wig. Wear your natural woolly hair
That's
that
right.
God gave you.
That's right.
Bring it
All
out.
right. Let's go back. Let's go back. All right. I'm sorry.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb,
2 nations of people are in thy womb. Read.
and 2 manner of people shall be separated.
2 manner of people, 2 different people. Because God made us different.
That's
Give me,
right.
hold that, give me Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 2. That's why y'all don't need to envy y'all oppressor, because God made us different.
That's right.
We're different from the other nations. We're more special. God chose us, not them. Not all nations. Read. 14:2.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14 and verse 2.
It's going to make it clear in this scripture right here. Let me show you something.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
We are an holy people unto the Lord our God. What's your name, sis? Anna. We are holy people. We special. We're different. The so-called blacks and Hispanics and natives. Let me show you something. Read this.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord hath chosen thee.
The Lord had chosen you. The Lord had chosen you. You. That's possessive. Right? Come on.
Has chosen thee to be a peculiar people.
To be a different people.
That's right.
That's peculiar. We're supposed to be different from all the nations. We're not supposed to choose all the other nations' ways. We're supposed to have woolly hair like this, sister. Come back here. We're supposed to have woolly hair like this, sister.
That's right.
That's beautiful, sis. God has that hair like you.
That's right.
A peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Above all the nations. Is that my words? Is that my words, sis, before you leave?
Yes.
Okay. That's not my words. That's not my words, right? She's not paying attention. That's why she said, yeah. Read it again.
Bring it out.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. And the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people.
Because different people.
People unto himself.
Possessive unto himself. Not other nations. Read.
Above all the nations.
What?
Above all the nations.
No, that's my words.
Above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Above all nations of the earth. Let's go back.
That's right.
Let's go back to the story here. Read.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Separated, different from all nations. Read.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
We're stronger than all the other nations. We're stronger than Esau, the Edomites, the so-called white man. Read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
The elder shall serve the younger. This is prophecy we're talking about. This is the kingdom of heaven. They gonna serve us. Because Esau came out first. They gonna serve us. All right, let me show you. Read this. Go to Revelation chapter 13. Hold it. Revelation chapter 13, verse 10. Let's get the prophecy, because that's prophecy right there. We're going to read this Bible precept on precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, just like the Bible commands us to do. To get the understanding, right? Hold on, sis, where you going? To the car? The understanding is here.
I know.
There ain't no understanding in the car.
No, my leg hurt.
Your leg hurt? Well, alright, come on back when you get some rest. Or pull up right here so you can hear, okay? Alright, read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have a ear,
If any man have an ear,
let him hear.
Read.
He that leadeth into captivity.
he that leadeth into captivity, what's captivity? Bondage, slavery, right? He that leadeth in captivity, who led the so-called black people in captivity? We just got to going over it. No. Who led us into captivity? There you go. And his biblical name is who? Esau. But we're going to get more into that as we continue with the story to get you more understanding. Esau, or the Edomites, Edom, meaning red, okay? He led us in captivity, read.
He that leadeth into captivity
Come on.
shall go into captivity.
That's the kingdom. That's the kingdom. That's them serving us. Now, you know what I'm saying?
I read the Bible, don't play against my name.
They're different. Jacob looked like you and me. Esau looked like who? Edomites, so-called Caucasians.
It's just that I had friends that come from
Right.
At first, Old Testament, New Testament, I was Genesis, Mars.
See, right.
You know.
In order to have understanding, we have to apply God's law.
That's right.
Let me show you. Hold that. Give me something for 11.
Bring it out.
Hold both of those. Give me something for 11. You got enough fingers.
Bring it out.
Okay. Psalms 111, chapter 10.
Bring it out, Doc.
Verse 10, man.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 111 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Keep that in mind. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
Hey, what?
That do his commandments.
A good understanding of the scriptures I have all day that apply God's laws. That's what it's talking about. Like women in pants. Women are not supposed to have pants on.
Right.
Like the brother just got to explain it to you, right? In Deuteronomy 22 and 5, right? Okay. Read it again.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Fear of the Lord is the beginning of the wisdom of this Bible, bro. This is your history book. And God is a black man.
Right.
Christ is a black man.
Right.
All the prophets in the Bible are black. And we can show you that today. Read.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
That what?
That do his commandments.
You have to follow God's commandments. You have to follow God's commandments in the Bible. The black Bible. Read. Go back.
Bring it out.
Where were we? We was in Revelation. Now go back to the other scripture. Where we was in the story about Isaac and Rebekah. Read.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations are in thy womb.
And 2 manner of people
Come on.
shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger.
The what?
The elder shall serve the younger.
Because Esau came out first.
That's right.
They're going to serve us in the kingdom of heaven. The so-called white man is going to serve us in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
There were twins in Rebekah's womb. Let's see.
And the first came out red all over.
Hold on. Do we got that sign? Do we got that sign by Esau and Jacob? We don't? Okay. Okay, we don't have the sign. All right, read it again.
And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment.
Now, the elders should serve the younger. Who is this again? Read.
And the first came out red all over like an hairy garment.
Wow. Who's the elder child? Esau. And what color is he? Red. So, what do the so-called white man say the color of his skin is today? You tell me. white. That's what they say, right? But in the book of Genesis, in the beginning of their generations of Esau, come on, let's see. What color is it?
And the first came out red all over like in hairy garment.
The first came out red all over like the hairy garment. So their real color is what? Red.
That's right.
Because their blood shows forth through their what? From their skin.
That's right.
They got pale skin.
Right.
That's why they look red when they're angry.
Right.
And when the sun comes down on them, burn their skins off.
That's right.
We got melanin in our skin. That's why we're able to stay in the sun. Yeah. Right. Y'all know what Caucasian mean? Caucasian mean cave dwellers. They can't take the sun. They dwell in the cave. Yeah, those were the cave beings. Those are Neanderthals. Right? Let me show you. Read that again.
And the first came out red all over like in hairy garment.
Like a hairy garment. Hairy garment. The first came out like a hairy garment. Red like a hairy garment. So, if you take the Gillette razors from the so-called white man, what would happen? He looked like the same kind of cave dweller that he came from. Right? Right. That's why they stay in the house a lot, because their skin will burn up. They get sunburned. In order for them to come out in the sun, they have to put suntan lotion on. We don't need no suntan lotion. Our melanin in our sun is our suntan lotion.
That's right.
You know, we the greatest people on earth. This earth was made for us.
Right.
That's how you know this earth was made for us. Right? Is there some on that?
Yes. And the first come out red all over like in hairy garment.
Red.
And they called his name Esau.
They call his name what?
Esau.
Edomites. Esau.
Right.
So Edom means red. Esau. Come on.
And after that came his brother out.
And after that came his brother out, Jacob. Okay, red.
And his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
Come on.
And his name was called Jacob.
And his name was called Jacob. Now, Jacob, why it didn't explain his color? Okay, one more scripture. I'm gonna let the next teacher come up. Genesis chapter 2, verse 7.
Bring it up.
Why it didn't explain Jacob's color? You know? Do you know? We're gonna see right now, because all the other people on the earth was a different color than Esau. Right? Let's see. Read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 7. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground.
And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground. What color is the dust of the ground? Brown. Brown. The deeper you dig up in the ground, the darker it gets.
That's right.
The darker it gets. So all the other people on the earth was what? Black. And Esau was a great surprise. He was an astonishment on earth. Like, this is the first red child on earth. He looks different. So the reason why it didn't explain Jacob's color, because Jacob's was the color of everybody else on earth, which was brown.
That's right.
Like us.
Bring it up.
We the Israelites the Bible speaks of.
We used to scream black power while Haran was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.